The Chantry teaches us that it is the hubris of men which brought the Darkspawn into our world. The mages had sought to usurp heaven, but instead, they destroyed it. They were cast out, twisted and cursed by their own corruption. They returned as monsters, the first of the Darkspawn. They became a blight upon the lands, unstoppable and relentless. The Dwarven kingdoms were the first to fall, and from the deep roads, the Darkspawn drove at us again and again, until finally we neared annihilation. Grey Wardens came. Men and women from every race, warriors and mages, barbarians and kings. The Grey Wardens sacrificed everything to stem the tide of darkness, and prevailed. It has been 4 centuries since that victory, and we have kept our vigil. We have watched and waited for the Darkspawn to return. But those who once called us heroes have forgotten. We are few now, and our warnings have been ignored for too long. For I have seen with my own eyes what lies on the horizon. Maker, help us all.
The background you select will determine which of 6 distinct opening stories you play through. It also affects how characters respond to you throughout the game. Magic. Greetings. I like this face. Going to go with Maria. Greetings. I have to play with the skin.
On a cliff overlooking the dark waters of Lake Calenhad stands the tower fortress that is home to the Circle of Magi. This tower is the only place in Ferelden where mages may study their art among others of their kind. Within the high stone walls, the Circle practices its magic and trains apprentices in the proper use of their powers. But the Circle Tower is as much a prison as a refuge. The ever-vigilant Templars of the Chantry watch over all mages, constantly alert for any sign of corruption. This gilded cage is the only world you know. Found to be sensitive to magic at a young age, you were torn from your family and grafted here as an apprentice. Now, that apprenticeship is nearly over. All that remains is the final test, the harrowing.
Magic exists to serve man, and never to rule over him. Thus spoke the prophet Andraste as she cast down the Tevinter Imperium, ruled by mages who had brought the world to the edge of ruin. Your magic is a gift, but it's also a curse. For demons of the Dream Realm, the Fade, are drawn to you, and seek to use you as a gateway into this world.
This is why the harrowing exists. The ritual sends you into the Fade, and there you will face a demon, armed with only your will.
Know this, apprentice. If you fail, we Templars will perform our duty. You will die. This is Lyrium, the very essence of magic, and your gateway into the Fade.
The harrowing is a secret out of necessity, child. Every mage must go through this trial by fire. As we succeeded, so shall you. Keep your wits about you, and remember the Fade is a realm of dreams. The spirits may rule it, but your own will is real.
The apprentice must go through this test alone, First Enchanter. You are ready.
I just realized I didn't change my voice. I really hope I like it. So, welcome to Dragon Age Origins. I am going to get through this, a lot of this pretty quickly, because I tried to record it earlier and my audio was really echoey. I didn't realize it until, like, I'd already done a couple. I had, like, finished, like, the whole first part of the game. So I'm really recording. I shall. Now I've seen everything like multiple times, so I'm just gonna go through all this.
Someone. It isn't right that they do this, the Templars, not to you. Allow me to welcome. That's what they did to me, I think.
So this guy, he says,
I have no
oh, he's a mage, and
that's
he
your
killed,
way out,
killed me.
or your opponents. You.
I'm going to travel with you. His name is
A dangerous
Downs.
spirit is not far. Don't go near it unless you're ready to fight.
Actually, can't do anything about it. All the things in this playthrough.
spirit this way.
Your mages have devised a cowardly test. Better you appear. That you remain means you have not yet defeated your hunter. Those mortals who cannot must lead such hollow, empty lives. Do you truly desire one of my weapons? Are these rules understood? Our duel... Your strength is sufficient to the task. Are you...
And now I have a weapon. Go here, get some wolves. The cost of autosave is this game.
Be cautious. There is another spirit here. Not
This
the one
here
hunting
is
you,
a
but still.
sloth, so I'm going to talk to him to teach Mouse how to turn into a bear.
No, be gone. You like me, you.
I don't think I'd make a very good bear. How?
That. You fail, and I will devour you both. Truly, my first riddle is this. I have seas with no water. The second riddle. I'm rarely touched, but often held. Yes, your witty tongue. Often will I spin the tale, never. But, go.
This to spell friendly fire, which I have off because I'm playing on easy, which is the reason I'm playing on easy, because I freaking hate friendly fire. And if you play on normal, it's half damage for friendly fire, which isn't like
wild creatures
bad,
ahead.
If this was truly a speedrun, I'd just go fight the demon right now. But if you go back to where you came from up this path, you can fight the wisps again, which I'm going to do because I want my level to increase a little bit.
I'm sick of hiding.
The wisps. I like cunning because this will help increase how well you reason as well, which is nice because I like to be very persuasive. I like to tell people what I want to tell them and have them obey, listen, whatever. It makes things a lot easier if you can just persuade people. Now we're going to go fight the demon.
There is a spirit of rage.
And soon I shall see the land of the living with your eyes, creature. Oh, so...
I'm not a...
I want to tell Mouse to attack the wraiths because I want their experience. But if you don't...
Don't give them the advantage!
You did it! You actually... When you came, I hoped that maybe you might... I regret my part in it. But you have shown me that there is... There may be a way for me to lead...
Yeah, so he reveals himself. He's a demon. He wasn't just another mage trapped in Fade.
Say something, please.
Yelling.
Oh, I'm glad you're all...
This is
I've
apparently
heard
my
about
friend,
apprentices who
but
never come.
I'm not a huge
And now you
fan
get to
of
move
him.
to the
He's
nice
asking,
mage's quarters
"Hey,
upstairs. I'm stuck here and I don't know when they'll call me for my... I've been here longer than you have. Sometimes you do the harrowing, the...
I'm gonna
He's
ask
so
about
cold.
these so
No,
I
not
can
even
get-
cold. There's just... It takes away your magic abilities, along with your...
So I can
And
get the
some...
codex
I
entry.
shouldn't waste your time with this.
Did you hear anything? Is she all right? Is she awake?
Why do you care?
It is
Are
begun.
you best friends now?
Curious. That Templar, Cullen, said it was the quickest, cleanest harrowing he'd ever seen.
Haha.
He says she's very talented and very...
Well, he would.
No, I'll be terrified when my time comes.
Like when?
I love
Go
that
up
you
every
can
day.
overhear like, all these different conversations. Like,
Hear what? I heard they suspect someone of dabbling.
it really helps like flesh out
It's
the
a
world.
death sentence.
So you hear
Because
people
blood
talking
magic
about
is
blood
powerful.
magic and the harrowing
bend
and
others to your will
like the Templars, and it's
Force
really
demons
cool.
into your service.
I really like Colin.
Must control the fire with your will. Keep the flames steady. We don't want it sputtering
this-
and leaping
this
about.
poor apprentice.
That's what causes most of the injuries.
Injuries? But...
Steady. It reacts to your emotions. If you panic, it will... No. Breathe.
Can you tell where I burned off my hair? Is it very obvious? I've only burnt myself once today. I think that's progress.
Do you remember what the chantry says about magic?
Magic must serve man, and not rule over him.
Very good. And what do you think that means? Can anyone tell?
I also really like they know how far away you are, and so things get louder and quieter as you walk around. What I'm doing with my mouse, I'm just scanning all the bookshelves to see if there's any codex entries. Here we are. We are going to
As you say.
not go where we need to go quite yet, because I actually want to just raid all of these. See if there are any codex entries. I don't, there's that's the room I need to go to. I haven't seen the other side, but whatever.
Many have... How dare you suggest... Well,
Of course. Well, and you've heard about the war brewing to the south.
The Darkspawn threat grows.
We should the harrowing is behind you. Your phylactery. You have done this. It now then. Take your...
I will...
Would you be so kind?
So I'm gonna take Duncan to his quarters, which are by the library. So around the other side. I haven't been to the library yet. Plenty of codex entries there. Cool. I'll drop off Duncan first, and then I'll head.
Thank you for escorting me. Is there something else I can do for you? When I asked King Kaelin's permission to come and seek a greater commitment from the Circle. I hope to place him. Mages will make all the difference in this battle. The Darkspawn, of course, I wish the Chantry could see that. We must... listen to me. An old man's rantings can't be very interesting. You are too kind. Do not let me...
I'm glad I caught up to you. I need to talk to you. Do you remember? We should go somewhere else. I don't feel... A few months ago, I told you that
So they're in a relationship.
Lily's been given to the
It's
Chantry.
forbidden.
She's not allowed to have... Thank you. I
say
knew
won't
you'd stand
tell
by
anyone, but that's not true.
me. They'll take everything that I am from me. My dreams, hopes, fears, my love for Lily. All... They'll extinguish my humanity.
They're going to make
I'll
him
just be a
triple
husk,
because
breathing
they
and
think that he's
existing,
a
but
blood
not
mage.
truly living.
I saw the document on Gregor's tape.
I won't put Lily through the pain of seeing me like that. I need...
Give us your word that you will help, and we will tell you what we intend. Thank you. We will never forget. I can get a... But it is just a door. There is power enough in...
You could get one from the stockroom.
We should stay here. One...
Okay, to them. Instead of going straight to the stockroom over here, I'm actually going to head, well, eventually over there, but I want to talk to Holland and then talk to the library.
Hello. They picked me. I'm just glad you're all right, you know? You've always been so confident, or so I hear. I've heard of failed harrowings, and the consequences were... Oh, you're not distracting? I mean, you are, but... Well, you're not. I mean, you can talk to me anytime, if you want. Yes.
I love Poland. Anyway. I'm really glad
it
they
shall be
bring
done.
Back for the third installment, Dragon Age Inquisition.
Ah, there you are. You are to be moved out of the apprentices' dormitory, and these are to be your new quarters. The Tranquil will move your belongings this afternoon. Go on, make yourself comfortable.
Look, I get my own room.
Very well.
Not very private, but it's my own. Of course. Doesn't really mean anything because, you know, events of the future. Anyway, where is that down? Yeah, the guest quarters there. Chapter dude. This is missing.
That's not.
The Chantry would do something before it came to that.
Will they?
And then I'm
They
just going
haven't
to
done
stand here for a bit,
And I've heard
because
that the
as soon as I
Equitarians are
approach them,
starting
they'll
to
stop
soften a
talking.
little on the Libertarian position. Sympathy for the position isn't the same as support. Yet. As far as I know, most Equitarians prefer to remain allied with the Loyalists. You can see why, don't you? Just think of what the Chantry would do if suddenly the Circles were petitioning for more independence, or even a split.
Won't be pretty.
Ah, the short-sighted Libertarians. They'll get their way and take us all down with them.
Okay, sounds like they're done. So we're going to approach.
I think someone's here to speak to you, Senior Torren.
I'm not actually here to speak to him, but sure, we can say that.
Hello. Congratulations on your harrowing life.
I'm gonna ask about fraternity.
Then, of course, there are the Libertarians. They want more power. Mages have enough opposition from the out.
Okay, so let's go. I can do this or the side
Welcome to
quest
the
first.
Circle stock rods of fire, sir. I will release a rod to you. Thank.
I need to find a senior enchanter who will sign this paper for me. You can go to several of them. There's the senior enchanter here reading a book, and you can persuade him to do it. There is the senior enchanter that I learned the fraternities about, but I also want to do... And they call it a circle tower, they are not joking. I get lost so easy, okay.
Yes?
This lady.
But of course you know this. No, I can't let... There are just things. I am in the midst of stock take. Quite a while. Don't wait up. Because I was promoted to senior enchanter less than a fortnight ago. You need a rod of fire. What?
Okay, so now I'm going to go here. And I'm just going to take everything I can. I mean, the stuff in the storeroom is meant to be used after all.
It is begun.
Oh, speaking of which... There we go. I just gotta fight a bunch of spiders. Most of them are giant spiders. There are a couple poisonous spiders, though.
Now we do battle!
In all honesty, this would be terrifying. Freaking, they're huge. Just, ew. Alright, put me in battle. Or no, chest first. there's a spider that can drop down.
As you say.
And continue on. So I'm nearly done. I hope this still.
It shall be. Very well.
Take some free stuff. I am a fan of free stuff. Besides, I'll need it more than anyone here. Nothing to loot. Down this path, and then I'll get to leave. So there should be 1, 2 more spiders. Just updated, so that should be all of them. I level up to cunning. Improved coercion, so people listen to me more. And let's do. Let's get up to chain link. Tactic slots are when you're not controlling the character, how they will act, which is pretty cool. You can get relatively detailed tactics. Is it here? It tells you about it, but yeah. So it says like I want to focus on healing, and then like if my ally health is, see there's a whole bunch. If my ally health is less than 25%, then I'll heal them, and if enemy, I'll use Bolt. So yeah, it's pretty cool. It has like the first ones, and then I'm gonna just behavior, passive aggressive, range, cautious defensive. So I'm gonna focus on being ranged, and ta-da, there we go.
You're back! Are the spiders gone? Oh, wonderful! You're alive. Right.
Paper, excellent, thank you. Now I have my paper signed, and I am going to talk to the first enchanter, because I'm a snitch. I don't really like Jowen. There's also books.
Very well.
There they are. And that looks like the only books I can read. Anyway, I'm gonna talk to him.
I trust you saw Duncan back. I'm glad you met him. He's a great week. Now, did you need something? And you think I did? Jowen knows,
he's like,
and
oh, I
nothing
already
can
knew,
be done about that. Oh, interesting. Yeah, you know anything else? But I never expected Rip if the Circle must punish one of its own. No, she must be. Jowen will become trapped. With solid proof of their crime, we can act. Go.
So I am going to... So he told me to just work with them, and because he wants to catch them both in the act, because then Lily will be punished as well, because the Chantry's nicer to...
Welcome to the Circle's stockroom of magic.
Here's my second form. I got a Rod of Fire, so now I get to talk to... That animation's cool, but I don't know. It's down this way, I believe. Go on. Go on. this, right? I feel like there was some desk I could have read somewhere else. But oh well. Where are they? Where am I going? Ah. Here's the chapel. That took so long. Okay.
I hate waiting. It makes me nervous.
I have a rod. Let's go. So now we're going to break into the repository. It just sounds like a room you would find in a game of Clue. Rod of fire in the repository. These are very pretty. Going down to the basement.
It is a reminder of all the dangers those... The Chantry provides the password which primes the ward. The ward only responds to the...
There we go. We got through. This door is locked by
Do you have the rope?
What's the matter? Why isn't it working? That's it then. We're finished.
That door probably leads to another part of the repository.
We can see where this door leads.
Let's
why would they...
I'm not giving up. We've come too far. Oh, that's not good.
No! Dear! Try to make this quick!
Yay. I'm going to equip them with, with some better items, just because they don't need fire resistance. It will... It'll help this go a little bit better, a little bit faster. All of these rooms to loot them, because why not? They won't be back here again, at least as far as I'm aware.
Very well.
Chest.
Very well.
More money. Heck yes.
Not with the maker.
Doesn't look like anything was body, too bad.
Very well.
I was like, there should be another. There is. Okay. Wait a minute. Oh, here it is. I was like, how do I get to
It is begun.
There's a door.
If we must fight, let us do it. Nature is with us.
It shall be done. I shall do it.
Careful!
It is begun.
Do my best. What's the day?
And just continuing on. I love the music here and all the cobwebs. It's very nice.
Try to make this quick.
As you say.
Try not to die here.
And no pushover, you'll see!
Bodies. Iron ring.
I shall do it. As you say.
Come, let us end
I shall do it. Very well.
We'll need another way into the Phylactery Chamber. Let's explore the repository.
There's something odd about that statue.
Greetings.
This is
Maker's breath! Did it just say something?
I am the essence and spirit of Elene's.
I'm not.
A Teventa statue! Don't listen to...
Weep not for me, child.
Ambiguous.
Stop talking to it. Please, both of you. Come on, Zhao.
There we go. Codex.
Wow, that old wall's about to come down any
As
moment.
you say.
I think the Phylactery Chamber is... We should be able to find something that can knock some... Now we just need to find a way to get through this wall.
Fire rod on this. Boom.
This is the Phylactery Chamber.
We must find Jowen's phylactery, quickly.
It shouldn't be...
There should be a fight here.
More enemies ahead.
I shall do it. It shall be done.
Now we fight.
Very well.
We must gain the advantage.
It is begun.
Take this. And then what I'm also going to do is the phylactery's just up here. But they won't be my party members anymore. So I'm going to take this stuff back. But I'm also going to take their normal stuff. Sorry, those be some awkward cutscenes. But then I can sell it and get more money.
I shall do it.
That's my phylactery! You found it! I can't believe this... We did it! I can't believe it!
So what you said was true. An initial...
Wait, you
You lied to me.
I knew it. Blood magic. As good as can be expected given the circumstances. If you had let me... You helped a blood mage. Look at all he's... And he's...
Did you take anything important?
Huh. But your antics have made a mockery of this circle. I must investigate this issue, and I will not...
I'll become a Grey
You
Warden.
have an opportunity if... Yes. Be proud, child.
Thanks for everything, First Enchanter. Let's go. And now,
We will be traveling south through the hinterlands to the ruin of Ostagar, on the edges of the Korcari Wilds. The Tevinter Imperium built Ostagar long ago to prevent the Wilders from invading the northern lowlands. It's fitting we make our stand here, even if we face a different foe within that forest. The King's forces have clashed with the Darkspawn several times, but here is where the bulk of the Horde will show itself. There are only a few Grey Wardens within Ferelden at the moment, but all of us are here. This blight must be stopped, here and now. If it spreads to the north, Ferelden will fall.
Ho there, Duncan.
King Calum.
A royal welcome?
My first playthrough, I saw him and I was
Then
like,
I'll have
that
the
man's
might...
going to die.
Allow me.
There's no need to be
That's
so
right.
formal, Duncan. We'll be I understand you hail
I'm
from the
gonna
Circle of
be,
Magi. I
polite.
trust you have some Allow me to be the first to welcome you to Ostagar.
Because one, I just
Eamon
like
just
being
wants in on the
polite, and
glory.
two,
We've won 3 battles against these monsters, and tomorrow should... I must...
because I'm aware he's going to
What
die.
the king said is true.
I'm like,
They've
I
won
just
several
want-
battles against the Darkspawn here. True. Despite the victories so far, the Darkspawn horde grows larger with each passing day. To that end, we should proceed with the joining ritual without delay. The ritual is brief, but some preparation is required. We must begin soon.
Here we are in Ostagar. A very... It's beautiful. I mean, just... And the wind, because it's a huge forest. It's a huge fortress, but it's not actually... I mean, it's full of armies, but there's also a sense of, like, emptiness to it, even though there's like a full army here. This is how big it is.
Hail, you must be the Grey Warden recruit that done. This place hasn't seen such bustle in centuries, I'll wager.
He offers directions, but I don't need any. Going to talk to... Alright, ignore the mages there, because the Templar's just like, don't bother.
Stand here in this hour.
What? I don't believe we've met,
She's
but I've
from-
certainly heard a lot about... So, a Grey
The Sacred
Warden,
Circle.
fighting alongside the King. Mages have always been pivotal in the... I wonder, how much do you know of the connection between Darks? It's home to many spirits, some benevolent, others... At least that's what the Chant of Light says. It is as good an explanation as any for now. But I'm...
Should it find you, you will not have
This
failed
quest
your
here...
I have medicine that might help. The most you have to worry about is... Let's hope this works. Come to think of it, are you heading into the wilds then? If you happen across it, I could use it. It's very distinctive, all white, with a blood... It usually grows in deep...
Look for a flower to help cure the dog who has too much Darkspawn blood in him.
So, well, you're not what I thought you'd be. The name's Daveth. It's about bloody time you came along. I'm thinking they plan to send us into the wilds. My home village isn't far, and I grew up on tales about the wilds. Even been in there a few times. Scary. It's all... I guess we'll have to wait and see. Like we have a choice. Oh, I'll watch your back. I'll try to keep my wits about me. Anyway, I expect it's time to get back to Duncan.
There we go. Send him back. And talk to the quartermaster.
You there, elf. Where's my armor? Please, pardon my terrible manners. I am just the... Thank you. Did you come... arms and... I also have some,
And he sells a backpack, which I want. but I am poor, which is why I steal things from other people. Oh, I should see which one's better. Those are the same. It's about the same, it just gives 2 spell power, 1 magic. We'll sell those. Sell those. And those. And this. We'll keep this. I should have enough, right? Yes. Barely. But I have enough. Okay. And that's really all I want for now. Roll spell power or magic? Probably spell power.
Hello again. Is there something?
To sell this ring, because it's literally just a ring. And I'll save the spirit charm for future prayers. No, like that. Yeah, let's do that. And then Alistair's up there. I'm not going to talk to him yet, because that advances the storyline.
Maker above, hear the prayers of your sons and daughters. We who betrayed your prophet Andraste now beg your forgiveness.
You there, elf. What's your name?
It's Pick, sir.
Go tell Turnlogane that the war party's ready to begin scouting.
There's the gate I can get past.
You may not want to remain here long, Warden. In the name of Andraste, I bless you today. May you
Greetings.
find favor
You
in
must be the
Maker's
third
eyes.
recruit we've heard about.
So let it be.
Sir Jury is my name. I hail from Redcliffe, where I served as knight under the command of Arlayman. I wasn't aware elves could join the Grey Wardens. Those camped in the valley are all human. No, clearly the Grey Wardens pick their recruits on their merits. I hope we're both lucky enough to eventually join the Wardens. Is it not thrilling to be given that chance? I fought hard to get here. Impressing Duncan was not easy. Tell me, has anyone told you what this joining ritual entails? I never heard of such a ritual. I had no idea there were more tests after getting recruited. I suppose since you're finally here, I'd best get back to Duncan. I shall see you there.
Yay. Talk to this guy.
Huh. Someone finally comes and talks to the lone... I don't suppose you have a bit of kindness in you? Well, I'm a deserter. Or so they think. I bet... Does it matter? All I want is a bit of food and...
Lucky.
They should have just hanged him. Put his
Like,
head on a pike
well,
as an example.
Sneaking out.
I'm probably just waiting for someone important to make a decision. Then they'll hang him, I expect. And I can go and do something else. Don't expect it was an enlightening conversation. Did he now? All right.
So? Much...
I was like, I don't know why you'd want to do that. It just makes me feel better. But it gives you items, so.
Folk, we stand here on the eve of battle.
There's Logain's tent, the king's tent. I don't really care either way to either of them. Who wants to talk to them?
Look carefully, men. This wretched thing is a darkspawn. They're strong and cunning and smart, but don't listen to those old wives' tales. They can be killed. Stick them with the sword enough, and they'll go down. Their blood is black as sin and poisonous. Don't even touch it. You get tainted with that blood.
She's just praying.
I shall do it.
Blessed are they.
Okay, let's go talk to Alistair.
There are lots of darkspawn, different kinds. We're getting more than we've never even heard of.
I like how life continues, like, her servant's dead, so the soldiers are out and she's walking away. Like, it's cool, the details and the timing of events.
What is it now?
I simply...
Tell her
Yes.
You're... Enough. I will speak to the woman if I must. Get out of my way, fool.
You know, one good thing about the Blight is how it brings people together.
It's like a...
Wait, we haven't met, have we? I don't suppose you happen to be another... And that makes you Duncan's new... As the junior member of the Order, I'll be accompanying you... Right. You know, it just occurred to me that there have never been many women in the Grey Wardens. I wonder why that is. I'm getting that impression. So I'm curious. Have you ever actually encountered Darkspawn before?
In this one, depending on your background, you can actually... There's the elf, the Dalish elf, there you have an option where you can run into Darkspawn. And so you can say yes.
When I fought my first... Anyhow, whenever you're ready, let's get back to Duncan. I imagine he's eager to get things started. If you have any...
Let's go. Head into the wilds. This is much quicker when you know what you're doing. And it hasn't crashed on me yet.
You found Alice?
What can I say? The revered mother ambushed me. The way she wields guilt, they should stick her in the army.
She forced you to sass the maids, did she? We cannot afford to... You four will be heading into the Kokari Wilds. It has recently come to our attention.
We will...
Then
We're gonna go. Well, I want to talk to him.
Maker's breath, another elf. What do you want? Make it quick. We're busy. We aren't. We're Ash Warriors. Our training has been passed down since Lathias the Dwarf son first... Lathias... She taught Lathias to use the Dwarven battle. Lathias... And the Dwarves came from Orzammar that day. It was an honor. They use scent to distinguish us from our enemies. But the blood of battle can confuse them. So we paint ourselves with Caddis, which overpowers the blood, and also paint our hounds so they know we are the same.
Yeah, that's smart.
My thanks. There is hunting to be done, and
Hello? I'm sorry, is there something you needed? Are you the new Grey Warden recruit? I was just walking by when I heard. It must be exciting to be so important. Wait, you aren't here to tell me I'm in trouble, are you?
I'm afraid so.
That's a relief. I'm one of the king's servants, which means I run messages around and make deliveries all day long. If you fall behind, you get the switch from the quartermaster. Oh, I wish I were back at the palace. There are far more places to hide. I better go. If the quartermaster sees me chatting, he'll think I'm being lazy, and that'll be my hide. But it was nice talking to someone.
Hail. I'm told you all have business in the wilds.
Yep, here we go. Oh, I didn't save recently. Hopefully it actually loads in. There we go. No, my luck.
As you say. Don't give them the advantage!
It's very sad. Sorry, wolves.
It is begun. I shall do it.
Look at all these dead people.
Over here.
I have banned. Calm.
How do you know? I'm not a coward.
That doesn't mean.
Grey Wardens can sense Darkspawn, which is what Alistair's with us.
Now we do battle! Very well.
Not a pleasant sight.
Look there. Poor slobs. That just seems so excessive.
I shall do it. Very well. It is begun.
Right, you don't happen to be a rogue, do you? Last one.
On it. I am armed.
Seven. Look, a cage. Lock me in.
Very well. It shall be done. It shall be done.
This, I need 28 magic for that. I can get to 4. I'll have to wait, so let's do fire. That letter to Joey. I need to go over here. There'll be a chest. It's a letter from his father that says like, hey, we're gonna meet up. Follow these landmarks.
Very well. I shall do it.
Here we go. Over here, then across this.
I shall do it. As you say.
You're no match for me!
It shall be done.
Go. And there's the chest. There's a farewell letter because his dad is like, this is harder than I thought it would be, something something. Hope we meet again, but I'm pretty sure the dad's dead. Not like it makes a difference because Joey's dead too, so, you know. More dead people. Made it right. There's going to be dark spawn here.
Watch out!
Yeah, there's just a bunch of traps.
Right to the base!
Very well. Very It shall be done.
Our skill has won the day! We are back. Really suits you.
As you say. I shall do it. We are back also. Very well.
Go.
It shall be done.
Dead people. Now we're going to head up the hill and get the treaties. Of course, we're going to fight some way with this.
Quickly, we must fight!
Very well.
before we get the treaties, we're going to end it right there. Yep. So next thing we'll do, we'll get the treaties from here and probably complete the Battle of Ostagar and move on to Lothering, which will be about where I used to be. So I'll stop skipping so much dialogue. See you later.